Good morning to all. Looks like 7 of you here, and I think if it's the 7 that I see writing, or at least the 6 of them that I see writing, then I know who you all are. So welcome to Sunday morning. I have to be honest, I'm not really happy that it's Sunday morning. Sundays are like I've said before, even if you have a job that you like, which I've had, I just don't like Sundays because it's like, again, even if the job is not something you dislike or don't like, it's just like, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Whereas, Saturday or Friday night, you're like, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Saturday, you're like, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. But at this point, I'm like, I gotta go to work tomorrow. So, we are here with a new set list person. And today, if you did not read in the title, is Mr. Alex, I think it's Barrett, Mr. Alex Barrett. And he said, I haven't done one of these before, and I've thought a lot about it, and so here we are, and he has thrown his hat into the ring to see how he can test his set lists. I love this. I feel like we're like mini DJs, or you guys, I should say, are mini DJs. Alex has thrown his hat in the ring to be a DJ for the day anyway. He said he actually thought about this a lot in the way that he ordered the songs and what he wanted to pick, since he's never done this before. And he calls this, he said, after looking at what he's done and what he's called, he said he thinks it's a little bit more of a mellow / emotional set, which might disappoint some of you, because after we had that, I think it was Thomas, who was that, had the emotional set that I fucking loved. I thought it was awesome. A lot of you were like, and I could understand, because a lot of people would come on here like more of the rock and heavier stuff than they necessarily do maybe the chill emotional stuff. So I don't know what he means, but when he says that it's more of an emotional kind of chill set, I'm interested, because when I look at the bands that he's picked, I think you guys will all be happy. I think you guys will all be happy with what he's picked, is my guess. And I think I'm going to be happy. And I'm going to be doubly happy because I like chill stuff as much as I like the harder, whatever, progressive stuff. So Cliff has joined the group, Jeff has joined the group, Colin's here. What's up, y'all? So it looks like all people that we know, the regulars, are here. So let's get this party started. I saw some UFC talk in the chat, and I'll be honest with you, I never ever watch them again, or unless it's like a really big fight. I never watch them like live. I got rid of my VPN, because when I was in Korea I had a VPN so I could watch everything. But I got rid of my VPN here because I don't really need it as much. And yeah, I would just watch the highlights. I'm a big Reddit fan. So Reddit, it gets me updated on a bunch of stuff, including porn. And Reddit has this highlights, I see these highlights, which is basically the finishes, since TV highlights are not going to show you the finishes. Shows you the finish of all the fights. So I just kind of watch that, and unless it's a fight that I'm really, really interested in, which none of them I was really interested last night. I mean, Izzy's cool, but not necessarily I don't really love him or anything like that. If it was an Ngannou fight or something like that, I might wait to see it. So, all right, enough UFC talk, and let's get into this first song. And I'm really happy about this because we haven't had this band on here for a while, and it's a band that I've loved and I still love, and have many of their songs on my playlist that cycle through almost every day. So this is none other than The Deer Hunter, and the song, I guess I should say songs that we're going to be listening to, is Regress plus The Moon. And he says that this is technically 2 songs, but he said the first one, I think Regress, is just an intro that lasts only a minute, so he combines them. I guess this is 2 songs, but it's really kind of short one song, so it doesn't really count, so to speak, as 2 songs. But this is The Deer Hunter, and it's called Regress plus The Moon. So Regress and Moon. Here we go. Like that. They have such great harmonies. So lost in the leaves. So we'll depart back to your stubborn heart. Now you're alone. This is ironic. I had a dream last night that I was in a quartet. And the curtains were about to open and I had to blow the note to get us started. This reminds me of a quartet kind of feel with all the harmonies. Okay, I'm guessing this is the next one. That was about a minute, so I'm guessing this is the moon. I like it so far. Definitely going on a playlist if it continues like this. Such good energy from these guys every fucking time. Ooh, nice little transition from that, like, energy to this. It's a sweet bass line too. Oh, yes. Very catchy. Yes. I agree, Colin. I feel like the vocals are like, they're not, but it's like they're almost folky. The bass is subtle, but it's a good line that he's playing. Nightmares end soon? I would love to see these guys live. What's up, Max? You can always go back and watch it. Just gotta stop being late to the live chats, bro. Oh, I just love this like chorus of voices. I'll explain that para in a minute. I like that. Is that the keyboard you're talking about, Pyramid? Dude, they're so good at dynamics. Man, they're so good at dynamics. So much good energy from these guys. Every song. So good. And it is kind of like that. This is more emotional / chill than. Every single song that they have ends like, I guess this is the ending because it always ends like this. I like that. Oh, we're speeding up. Yeah, starting to speed up a little bit. Okay, that was a weird ending. All right, Alex, nice, good start. It is interesting now that I've heard the Deer Hunter enough that every outro is completely like that. It's just like quirky and weird, and it's just funny. I mean, is that them doing that on purpose? Have they said that they do that on purpose just to do it? Because it definitely, the last part, as funny as or cool as it may have been, it didn't really fit the rest of the song. It just kind of switched and like, okay, I guess we know that the outro is coming or that the end is coming because of that. So I could kind of sense that. So yeah, I think that was a great song. Great way to start. I've always said it. The thing I love about Deer Hunter is just they always bring a positive energy in their music. Their voice parts are very, very well done, and I like the lead singer's voice. I think it's very soothing. I think his voice is soothing and very crisp and clear is the best way that I can explain it. Yeah, so great job, Alex. Way to start it off. We are 1 for 1, or at least for me, 1 for 1, or I guess 1.5 since it was 2 songs. But before we move on to explain some stuff that's going on in the chat, first of all, Sasha, we are happy that you're back. We said yesterday in the chat that we were kind of worried that you had not been around for, I don't know, a while. We were hoping that nothing serious happened, so I think that's why people were like, are you good? Are you good? Are you good? We're starting to watch out for our regulars here. So welcome back. Secondly, Para, that's a good idea. I do need to get that Alleviate Leprous video. That at the moment, I think that's the only one that is blocked still, besides the Liquid Tension 3. The Liquid Tension 3 full reaction has been blocked thanks to Dream Theaters. Or I guess not Dream Theaters. Whoever their record label is that freaking is stupid to say, hey, we're going to block this. I don't know why. But the problem with the Alleviate one is like, for instance, so I can't remember. Maybe it was, I don't know, it was last week or maybe it was Thursday night. Thursday nights got blocked. And I decided to dispute it because it was only one song. And so this is the way it works for those of you who are going to do YouTube in the future. If you have a bunch of songs, or like 5 songs, and one of them is the reason the whole video gets blocked, which I think, by the way, is freaking stupid, why they blocked the whole video for one song that's on it. I disputed that one song, which again I've said on here many times, is stupid because when I dispute it, I'm not disputing the copyright, which is the only way that they let you dispute something, is you're trying to dispute that there's no copyright or there shouldn't be a copyright. But I'm not saying that. I think there should be a copyright, and I think that they should get the money for it. But what I try to say, because there's like this little section that the people who are causing the copyright can read, I try to say in there, look, I'm not trying to say don't copyright the video. I'm just asking you to stop blocking the video worldwide. So can you please just not block the video worldwide and still copyright it, please? So I did that with a video, I can't remember, a while back, and it takes like 30 days. They get 30 days to answer. And if they don't answer in the 30 days, then the video is just going to pop back up because they didn't answer. And I guess they don't answer because either they're busy or they just don't care and they let the video come back. So the problem with the Alleviate one is that there was 5 songs on that video, and not only one of them got blocked, but all 3 of them got blocked. There's 3 songs that got blocked. So when you dispute a song, in the time of that 30 days of them being able to respond to the dispute, the video pops back up. So that's what happened a couple days ago. The video got blocked, but I disputed the one video. And while it's waiting to find out if they're gonna copyright it again, it goes back up on the channel so you guys can all see it. That's why it popped back up, because I disputed it. The problem with this though is that when I dispute something, if they come back and they say like, no, it's still copyrighted, we're gonna be assholes about it, I get a copyright strike. So I didn't want to do that to the video that had Alleviate on it, because there were 3 songs, and for that video to come back up, I had to dispute all 3 songs, which if I dispute all 3 songs and all 3 of them get blocked again, or they say we're not going to accept it, then I get 3 strikes in a row. And if I get 3 strikes in a row, the channel goes down and it's gone. So I didn't want to do that. So what I did was I disputed Alleviate, and that went for 30 days, and they never did anything back. So now my next step is to dispute the second one, which will take 30 days. And if they don't do it like they did with Alleviate, then I'll have one more. And I'm trying to do this like, scattered, because I don't want to get like 2 or 3 strikes at the same time, because again, if I get 3 strikes, this channel's gone. So I'm trying to play this, as best as I can. But yeah, maybe in the meantime, I'll put that up on Google Drive so that people can see it, because I'll be honest, that was one of the best pay-for-plays set lists for a long time, and I cried my eyes out. So that's something that people should see, especially Lepers fans. All right, that was a long explanation. Let's get back to Mr. Barrett's playlist. The second song, I think many of you are going to like, because, especially Paravarium, it's kind of ironic that this is who we're listening to next. It is Arcane. And Arcane, the song is called Hunter, Heart, and Home. It says more Jim Gray goodness. It says more like Nightingale's Weave than Self-Same, since I prefer Nightingale's Weave to Self-Same. So this is Hunter, Heart, and Home by Arcane, and you can never go wrong with Jim, I don't think. So here we go. Yes, Jungle Groove, getting into it. Between my back and Good. All right, where's this going? love his high voice. It's just... I love Haken's angelic voice in a different way, but... I mean, when you hear Jim, you can tell it's just... Jim. Oh, Colin, thanks. That's great that he'll unblock them. I do have 2, but I don't know if I still have them. I'm definitely waiting for a typical Jim Gray, Caligula's Horse, Arcane kind of explosion at some point. There'll be a payoff, I'm guessing. Oh, I'd like that. Just waiting for it. Is it the end? No? Yeah, Pyramid. This is definitely like an Opeth riff. Okay, that makes sense, Adrian. But I think I've heard Arcane do some like payoffs. Maybe not. I have to think about that. But I still like the song. I mean, it's, like I said, it doesn't have to have a payoff for me to like it. Ooh. I like how the riff is repeating, but the voices and the melody are just kind of like in a different kind of space. Like that. I agree, Jeff. I agree. I'd say this is a good driving at night song. Across the Midwest. Peace out, Para. It is. All right, so yeah, I would say that song was pretty straightforward. I would like that song on a road trip at night, specifically at night. It's got like that night road trip feel, not necessarily the day road trip, because if it was daytime, it might put me to sleep, but at nighttime. By the way, I am a night person, so raise your hand for everyone who here is a night person, and everyone raise your hand or say that you're a morning person, because as you can see even in my face right now, I went to bed last night at 3 o'clock, so I'm kind of, I had a couple beers, but I'm not like Adrian. I don't know how much Adrian drank. Tell us, Adrian, what you drank, like step by step. I only had 2 beers or something like that, maybe 3. But I stayed up till 3, and I just couldn't sleep in because my job is early now, so I'm not able to sleep in like I used to. And I obviously can't past 11 because we got a show here. But I'm definitely tired, and that no matter, even if I get like 10 hours of sleep, I just cannot be awake before 12. Like, I just hate mornings. I hate them. But nighttime, damn, I love nighttime. Nighttime, I will always be a nighttime person. I'm a party guy. I like to go out. It gives me energy. Now, outside of pay and stuff like that, if we're just talking about whatever, the best job that I ever had was a 3rd shift job where I worked out this sexual perp home where there's a bunch of kids there that had been sent by the state because they committed some sexual crime against somebody, their sister, their stranger, or a dog. I had a kid who did something against a dog. But I had to stay there all night, and I had to stay up all night. And like, I remember other people who did it would just be like, man, I have such a hard time staying up all night. I just never did. I mean, I would just read, I would watch TV, I would, have to do laundry and work in between. And in the mornings, I had to wake them up and stuff like that. I love that freaking job because it's just, nighttime is great for me. So that being said, I could listen to this song at night and just like flow with it, but if it was the daytime or early morning, it'd probably put me to sleep. So so we have a bunch of morning creatures here. Oh, we can't vibe because right when I'm starting to wake up and I want to go out and have some fun, you fuckers would be going to sleep. Like, oh, I gotta go to bed, it's 10 o'clock. So typically people who are morning people are not good, fun party people because they get fucking yawning and crap at like 10:30. All right, but as far as the song is concerned, yes, it would be a good song for me on a long drive at night, specifically. If I had a sunroof, the sunroof would be open too. But as far as like, yeah, I agree that there doesn't have to be a payoff for the song to be good, but I do think a payoff is a payoff for a reason. It does kind of make it nice. And I would say I like that song. I didn't love that song. So I'll put it like that. All right, let's get on to the third song since I'm talking way too much and we're already at 34 minutes. And this next song, like I said, the lineup today is pretty strong. And so this next song is from Vola. I'm sure Adrian and other people are going to be happy. And John. So we got Vola here, and the song that we're going to be listening to is called Applause of a Distant Crowd. Applause of a Distant Crowd. And he says, this is from their second album. Not sure if you've heard any from that one. Well, I don't know if I've heard any from their second album either, but right now we're going to have to listen to Applause of a Distant Crowd, and I'm excited because it's Vola. And Vola is definitely in my top 5 bands. So here we go with Applause of a Distant Crowd. Here we go. Wait a minute. Yes, third song. Max. Yes. Dude, these guys are so good.
Watch me now.
Oh.
I'm vanishing in the light.
Dude, this is awesome.
I photographed my latest meal.
Photograph my latest meal.
I kept my faith.
Yes, Oren. I'm catching up with the comments. Oren says nighttime is the right time. Yes, it is. And always.
Spend the day
Sex and everything else. Morning sex is good, but tipsy sex at night is great. IPA? Oh, hate IPA. Dude, this song is already like such a great song.
Watch me now, I'm vanishing.
Oh, that I thought was coming from somewhere in my house. It's like weird.
Filtering my losing streak, warm and bright. The history I've left behind, high onward. Of all the
Damn, Cliff, you saw Vola with Bent Knee and Haken? It's like the fucking best thing ever. Oh, that makes sense, Adrian, why he would say that line then. Oh, applause of a disc. Okay, now it's starting. See, this is why I need you guys to, like, put the pieces together.
straight to the extinction of your last company.
I like that.
Go to the lost and funeral. Go to the lost and funeral. Straight to the extinction.
Ooh, we got a roundabout going.
To the extinction of your. Go to the lost and company. Go to the lost and in the hall.
Nice. Yeah. So far, it's my favorite song we've listened to today. The Deer Hunter's close, because that was a good one. But this has just got that kick. Good melody there. Dude, I'm serious. Do these guys write a bad song? I like that. What will? The melodies are well done. I like the mix of like housey feel with like rock. Different time signatures are thrown in there at times. Oh, these guys, man, they're a great melting pot. Yes, way to go back into this. Dude, this song fucking rocks. Alex, you're kicking some serious ass today. Boom. Da. Boom. Da. Wheel, distorted harmony. Nice fade out. Damn, man. All right, so yes, definitely, like as I said, my favorite song out of the bunch so far. Again, do these guys write a bad fucking song? Do they ever write a bad song? Or maybe it's just that you've chosen all the good songs, but I don't think I've heard a bad song from these guys at all. So yeah, that's definitely going on a playlist quick. And if that's about social media, if you look up here in the corner, this is my social media. If you look at it, I don't really post much. Every once in a while. I posted a lot more when I was in Korea. But since I've been back, it's just kind of like here and there when I have time, because as I've said before, my life in the United States is kind of boring, or has been boring. But part of that's pandemic, part of that's I moved back and I don't know anybody. And part of that is just United States is less party anymore and more like stay in your house. I took a walk with my wife last night, which, by the way, I'm a fucking retard, because today we were supposed to go frisbee golfing. She's never gone frisbee golfing. I used to do it quite a bit. In Columbus, they actually have like a professional course. It's called Hoover Dam. And I used to play that all the time in high school and in college and stuff like that with friends. And I was like, hey, let's just go there tomorrow. It's going to be a nice day, kind of hot. We'll walk around. It's a chance to walk around. But last night we took a walk, and it was just like a, sporadic, let's just take a walk kind of thing. And she had these like weird shoes on that were really bad for walking. So she started getting a blister. So I was like, here, just take my shoes. So I took my shoes off and I just walked barefoot for a little bit. And it was fine. But then when we got back in the car, I noticed that I had massive blisters on the bottom of my foot. And I was like, fuck, dude, these kind of hurt. So we can't go play today because my feet are hurting. But yeah, so taking a walk and not having a ton to do, we were walking, and I was just like surprised how many people are just on a Saturday night. It was like 9 o'clock. It had just gotten dark. And I was like, how many people on Saturday night just sit at home and watch TV? Well, for me, that's such a boring fucking life. I want to go out and do something. And it's like everything, I think part of this is the pandemic has made it easier for people to be reclusive. Not that they already weren't reclusive, but it's just given an extra excuse to be reclusive. And it's like at 10 o'clock here, things are just shut down. Like, I mean, it looks like a ghost town. Everybody's in their house watching fucking TV. But in Korea, it's the opposite. It's like every night, including the weekdays, after like 9 o'clock, man, people are just out in the streets. There's tons of partying going on all the time. So I kind of missed that. But yeah, that's my story. But all right, let's move on because we're already at 43 minutes. All right, we are on song number 4. This band, or this person, is, I don't know how I'm going to say this. Is it Sigur Rós? Sigur Rós? I think it's Sigur Rós. You're going to have to correct me on that, Sigur Rós. I think the song name is Brennestein? I don't know. Dude, come on, you can't be doing this. He says, this one is honestly a bit of a punt. Okay, so he's checking to see if we're going to like this. He has no idea if I'm going to like it. He says, I don't actually listen to much Sigur Rós, because that's how you say it. But this song is really great, kind of unnerving. Lyrics are in Icelandic. Oh, that's interesting, if you're not familiar with the band. So no point worrying about deciphering them, all right? It also has the most mental music video, but I know better than to send it to you. Thanks. Probably get blocked. I should watch it on my own, though, so maybe I'll do that. All right, so here we go with Sigur Rós, I think is how you say it. And this is a punt, because so far, I would say that Alex is, for me, 2.5 out of 3 right now, because Arcane song was good, but it wasn't great, so I gave it a half. So we're at 2.5 out of 3, and here's a punt, so we'll see how this punt goes. on his account. All right, let's do it. It's a really interesting backdrop. Okay. Ooh. It's got like a dark feel to it. Okay. Kind of interesting. It's got like a... Yeah, I think Sasha said it great. Like uncomfortable sounds. I'll spell it. Oops. I mean, I kind of like it, to be honest. It's kind of demented, especially with that backdrop. The scary part specifically is the eye, just the two eyes in the dark. Dude, I feel like this guy would be like dressed up like Marilyn Manson or whoever the singer is, or when they play live, and they'd just be like, when they sing. That's the picture I get. Or at least like long hair so you can't see his face, and he's just like... Interesting. Guitar played with a violin bow. Yeah, I think we're about a couple minutes in. I'll just be interested if it's going to change or if this is going to be like the whole song. I'm going to guess this is going to be the feel throughout the whole song. The droning. Sounds so disturbing. I just imagine these are the kids in high school that like were just off. They were just different, which is great because they come up with crazy shit sometimes. And I like it. I mean, I hope not. Ackerfeldent. I hope there's not a scare. Yeah, building. I feel like this should be like in the Matrix. People wearing black leather. What is Chelsea Wolfe? Alex, how did you hear of this guy or this band? How did you hear of them? Best word I can think of for this music is spooky. Like, I feel like I'm about to be like in Saw 4 movie or something. I definitely would not want to die to this kind of music. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not against this song. Like, I think I'm trying to figure it out still. Like, I'm not thinking this is a bad song. Like, I'm kind of like, how do I feel about this song? I don't know. I think this is a song I might have to listen to several times to like feel it more. Because I feel it and it's uncomfortable. It's all the things that we're saying, but again, I like the counterpoint of, I mean, it's obviously different than what we listen to typically. And that's good. Yeah, it's not a fun song, but I think it's also like it's a very deep feel. Like, it definitely makes me like, it's touching something is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. This song that needs a new playlist. It's at the end. Yes, I would agree. Spooky playlist, Bowling for Columbine kind of playlist. I mean, I'm not laughing at the idea of Bowling for Columbine, but I'm definitely saying like it's got that kind of like that people are wearing black combat boots. Like, it's just got that like weird vibe that, yes, somebody said not really an 11 in the morning song. I can see that as well. But I agree, or I think I'm saying like I'm getting what you're talking about, Alex, when you say like why you would even choose this song to quote unquote punt. Like, there's something about it that is attractive. I just have to listen to it more and kind of figure that out more, I think, which I kind of like because it's not so much in any of the requirement criteria stuff that we listen to typically on this channel. That's what I'm looking for, is this kind of stuff that's like, okay, it's a little strange. Okay, I have to listen to this again. Okay, it's not bad, but it's not great. And maybe it will be great. But I do agree, it also is like, I don't think I'd be like listening to this, try to get happy before a party or something like that, because it definitely would take out the wind of my sails for that. All right, so yeah, let's get back to the fifth song and the final song of today's playlist. I would say right now we are 3 for 4 for you, Alex. For me, I would give that song a half because I didn't dislike it, but I didn't love it, so I'm giving it a half. So we're at 3 for 4 right now. So let's finish off with this last song, and it's none other than, this is starting to become a theme with these playlists, is where we start, we end. So we started with the Deer Hunter, and now we're going to end with the Deer Hunter. What was the playlist that had, we started with I think it was Anubis Gate, and we ended with Anubis Gate. So let's finish this off with the Deer Hunter again. This is called A Beginning. A Beginning. It says, I've split the two Deer Hunter songs on purpose. The first one is a great starting song, and this is a great closer. Okay, so this is a closing song. These two also give you a great example of how they use reprise and motif to really intensify the emotional impact of their songs and tie them together really well. All right. So back to Deer Hunter. This is an outro song, I guess, called A Beginning, which is interesting. It's called A Beginning, but it's an outro song. So got a little irony going on there. So here we go.
Silence dominates, divining resolutions from my hands. Lights drawn in the sand.
That's right, Colin.
But my volition's right, my temperance twisted, faced with failing light. Nothing in my sight.
I like that background, kind of like.
If I fall into the ocean, send my soul into the sea. Will these reflections trouble me? Will I dream a final dream?
That was an awesome build right there.
I sense this silhouette who's standing vigil, growing very sore. Just one moment more. Before I close the curtain, fate uncertain, spirit to the dark.
Man, so much passion you can hear.
Endlessly apart. Can I fall into the ocean? Send my soul into the sea. No distant echoes haunting me. No further phantoms will I see. This silence held eternally.
Oh,
But what if the silence is broken by the ones you've loved? Incredibly present with heavenly
incredibly. His voice is so distinct.
with nothing left to poison a portrait of who I've become. Only elation remains protecting us from this never-ending night.
Man, so much good passion and emotion in this song. It would be. These guys are so unique that it's hard for me to see them in a concert with Haken or like Opeth or something like that. And people have said that they've seen them with Haken. It's just their music is definitely unique. It's very unique.
Dear apparition, while my senses last,
slow down.
The silver lining still remains, the sights I've left to see. So trust that with this end, a new beginning's waiting patiently.
I'm waiting for the quirky outgoing part. Is this it? Sounds lullaby-ish. That must be the end. All right, so we have come to the end. An interesting song to end on because it was very relaxing. It was very kind of like, I totally see, Alex, why you said that it was more of an emotional kind of chill playlist than a heavy playlist for sure. I would say I like that song. Definitely would listen to it. Couldn't listen to it in the morning. I'd be probably asleep or closing my eyes. Yeah, this was a great playlist. I'm going to give you a good solid 4 out of 5. That was a great way to end it. And I'm telling you, Deer Hunter, man. Deer Hunter is, every time I listen to them as well, I like them. I think what we need to do, I can't remember if it was yesterday or Friday, but somebody mentioned in the chat that they found out there's a band coming near them, like an hour away, and I couldn't remember who the band was, but it was one of the bands that we listened to on here, and they said they were going to get concert tickets for it. But I think what we need to do as a group, if this is possible, is as soon as you guys hear about some of these bands coming out and doing concerts and starting tours, please let us all know, because like I said, now that I'm in the US, oh, that's what it was. Adrian said, which that is freaking sweet that they're, if you can give us like, if you know where they're going to play, or if you have like a link where it kind of shows like their tour dates, if you could post it either in the comments or in the chat so that all of us can go see it who want to go see it. Because once we know when the concert is and if they're going to be near us or whatever, and we're going to go to it, the second part that I really want to happen is this. One thing I loved about whenever Dream Theater would do tours, and I knew I was going to go see Dream Theater, is I would look at their set lists from every city so that I could know, because, you know, of course, Dream Theater has such a huge catalog of songs, and I know them very well, but I liked looking at the set list that they were doing, because other than a few changes, most of the set lists stay the same throughout all the concerts they do. And that way I can focus on those songs so that when I go to the concert, I'm like wrapped up and I know exactly what's going to happen so that I can enjoy and prepare myself for what's coming in those songs. So for those of you who find out when bands are coming, number one, please post a link of their tour dates. And then number two, if you go see them or there's like links to like their set lists once they start going on tour, post those as well so that we can, or at least that I can, kind of get ready. Like even Devin Townsend has like a huge freaking set list of songs that at any one time, whatever he's going to play, if I'm going to go see him, I want to know what songs he's going to be playing so that I can, you know, prepare myself for those, because they have such a huge catalog, most of these bands now, that I don't want to focus on songs that are not going to be played live. So yeah, please let us know in the future if you hear of any bands like Adrian just did. I certainly want to go see them in concert for sure, because that, what's it called? Ledger? Something Ledger. Song is one of my favorite songs on my playlist. I mean, it's just so freaking good that I hope that they play that, and I hope that I can see them live do that. All right, we're at an hour and 6 minutes, so we're going to wrap this up. Nice job, Alex. As always, this has been a great time to be with you guys and just talk. And tomorrow night we'll be here at 7:30 for Adrian's set. So Adrian will be doing his set tomorrow night at 7:30. So everyone, Adrian's in the chat. Make sure you give him some props for his set list tomorrow and show up. So nice job. We will see you guys tomorrow at 7:30. The work week has to start, unfortunately. All right, peace out, boys. And if there's any girls in there, later.